If you don't know how to use the toilet, go and learn how to use the toilet. And if you still don't know, ask someone. And I know you're not going to ask someone, so I'm going to tell you right now. You know your little hose pipe down there, it squirts. And you've got to be careful, because it's not water that's coming out. It's something unclean and it's smelly. And if you stand up and you think you're a fire engine, then you're going to cause disaster. Because you'll get urine on the toilet seat, then urine is on you. Okay? All men and boys, you have to Islamically sit down to use the toilet. You have to do this. You know why? Because jinns love people who are unclean. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Islam's not going to work for you. Quran doesn't work for you. If you're unclean, it does not work for you. And you complain, why doesn't this work for me? Well, you're unclean. It's a basic necessity. You can't use a battery if it's wet. Certain elements like, electronics, you have to have them dry for them to work. There's a very clear message there. Do not spill water over it. God has told you, do not spill your hose pipe over yourself. You understand? You don't get it. You know the lemonade that comes out? Don't leave it on yourself. If you still don't get it, in the kiddies language, they call it wee-wee. Don't leave it on your clothes. Don't leave it on any mess on your skin. You have to clean yourself properly with tissue, with water. Honestly, I'm going to spend a couple of minutes. I don't know if this has ever been covered before, but this is so important. Right? Honestly, some people don't know how to use the toilet, and I'm going to tell you straight up. Apart from you going in there with your left foot, okay? You go inside there, you close the door, okay? Yeah, you're going to sit down? No, you don't sit down. You take your clothes off first. You know what I'm saying? Right? You pull it down, you sit down, fine. Okay, make sure you clean the toilet seat first before you sat down. Take some tissue and you clean it, because you don't want somebody else's lemonade getting on you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're putting your feet in the sandals, be careful, because if it's wet or the floor is wet, it could be some urine on there. And honestly speaking, Allah's angels will not be with you. Allah's angels of mercy will not be with you if urine is on your clothes or your skin. So that's why we take our socks off. And then you put your feet in the slippers. Oh, you have your shoes on if it's a common toilet, okay, outside there. You go inside, you've cleaned the toilet seat, you sit down, and then you do your business. After you do your business, okay, you take tissue, okay, and if it's a sunnah to take odd amount of tissues, if you can. It's a sunnah, you get extra reward for that. If you don't, no problem, take tissue and you wipe it. What hand do you use in the toilet? What hand? Come on, guys. Left. Okay, cool. You know all those left-handers who eat with the left hand and they say, the Shaykh, I can't do it. Shaykh, I can't. I'm used to my left hand. I can't do it. You tend to eat with the right hand, what do they say? I can't, Shaykh. I can't do it. My mom always told me to eat with my left hand because I'm a left-hander. You understand my language, or am I speaking some gibberish right now? You know what? I was actually confused at one point. How do I get through to these guys, left-handers? Because there's 5% of the population are left-handers. So I came with a brilliant one. I said to all the left-handers, and I want you to do the same thing. Say, listen, my friend. You claiming you can't do it. You know me? For 40 years of my life, every time I've gone to the toilet, I'm a right-hander, but I know how to use my left hand. Do you understand? I'm a left-hander when it comes to toilet. 4 times a day. No miss. And you need to be a right-hander 4 times a day when you eat. So don't give me none of that, you can't do it. Okay? So you go in the toilet, you use your left hand, you clean it with tissue, okay? If you're ever going to touch your private part, you touch it with your left hand. If you want to clean it with something else, tissue, you can use your right hand with the tissue and clean it. Okay? And then you've got to use water to clean that part. Once you've used your water, don't get up. Get tissue and clean off the water. Clean it off. And for some men, And I'm being serious about this. I don't know if Molly Saabs or Sheikhs have ever covered this, because it's not a thing you would cover. But I don't care, because you don't have to call me back again. Right? I'm here for one. I can mess it up for you, man. No, seriously. Some men, they have urine still remaining in their tube. And it comes out when they walk, or when they cough, or when they sit down immediately straight after that. Some parts of urine can come out. So what do? You take your fingers down there. It's in the books of fiqh, and there's no shame in saying this, because you're going to probably learn the most important thing in your life is that take your 2 fingers here, press it from underneath the tube, and take your thumb from above and press it down, and then just basically just press it all out. Press it all out. Take it out like a tube. And then wait. Use some more tissue, maybe more water. Wait for a little while, and then do it again. Just press it all out. And then do maybe a 3rd time until you're satisfied that there's no more urine left inside here. Clean up with tissue. Fine. You pull your trousers up or whatever, and then you clean the toilet seat. Make sure it's clean. Flush the toilet, wash your hands, and come out with the right foot, say the dua. Fine, now you've done it. Okay? You should not get any remains of urine coming out when you walk. Men are very embarrassed to talk about this. And I'm telling you straight up, because a lot of people ask me privately, and I tell them. But to get a gathering like this to tell you to do it is really difficult, but I've just done it. So go and do it properly. And do not stand up like Fireman Sam and put out a fire in the toilet by standing up. Okay? It's dangerous. It's dangerous for you, because why? The angel of mercy will move away from you. The guarding angel will also not like to be with you. You now are exposed to the jinns. And if there's bad jinns, I'm not going to say all jinns are bad. There are good jinns and there are bad jinns. And if the bad jinn wants to come and be next to you or be with you or follow you, then he can follow you and be next to you, because you got urine on your skin or your clothes. One of the biggest things of ruqya, and why ruqya doesn't work on some people, ruqya means when you're blowing on people to take the spirit out or the ghost or whatever out, it doesn't work is because they don't keep themselves clean. Sisters, I'm going to say specifically with their monthlies, please put those pads away, expose of them properly. There shouldn't be any smell coming out in the bathroom. There shouldn't be any of those that cause anyone else any, uncomfortable, feelings of having that right in front of them. Just put it in a wrap or something, tie it up properly, and get rid of it nicely. Because the smells that are known as something which we would say in Urdu napak, okay, most of you probably understand that. Or in English we'll say impure. You don't always get the right translation in English. But those impure things in the Sharia, Allah has told us not to deal with. Those are the things that the evil jinns and the shayateen, they love. They love that kind of stuff. And the more of the filth of that kind you have, the more they will be around. They'll frequently come. Okay. Anyway, get back to, I drifted off quite a bit there because I had to get you lot to use the toilet properly. Inshallah, from now on, we don't have to clean the toilets properly, right, in the masjid, yeah? Because every masjid, they have the same problem. Men just come in, they just use the toilet as they want. The sisters' toilets, mashallah. Brothers' toilets, astaghfirullah. I'm being serious. I was an imam in the masjid. When everyone used to go out of the masjid, I used to live inside the masjid. Everyone's out of the masjid. I used to lock the doors. And if I had a free choice, I'd go and use the sisters' toilets. When the whole masjid is empty. Not a freak. They're the most clean toilets you can get. Because they always sit down. Seriously, they always sit down. You go to the men's toilet, even the masjid, it smells unless you have a good cleaner who's cleaning all the time. And that shouldn't happen. It should not happen. Anyway,